Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Broncos Gaming World. We're back today with another round of Marvel Champions. Going to give you guys a look real quick at the actual game that we're playing. That is a card game by Fantasy Flight Games. You got the base box set gives you a fantastic amount of stuff to use right off the gate. So you get like 4 superheroes in it. I think you get 3 villains, and it's a great way to start. Here's kind of a look at everything that they do have out for the game right now. We're going to be playing the right here. We're going to be playing the Rise of the Red Skull today. We're going to start with the first mission in that pack, and then they have all sorts of superhero expansion packs that you guys can purchase here. Just go check it out over at Fantasy Flight Games. From there, we're going to move over to the deck that I am going to use today to fight Crossbones, and that is going to be this guy, another version of my Captain America I Can Do This All Day deck, which I did a little bit of swapping out. I got rid of my Quinn Carrier because that's just cost a 3, and with it costing 3, it's tough to get on the board, because when I want to spend 3, I want to spend 3 on Heroic Strike right here, and not on something that'll pay me back in 3 turns. So ultimately I thought I could get rid of that, and I'm looking to do a little bit more damage, so I swapped that over to counter punches, which after I defend against an enemy attack, I can deal damage to that enemy equal to my hero's attack. Combine that with retaliate from Captain America's shield and the electrostatic armor, I can end up doing 4 points of damage by defending 1 attack, which is ultimately what I'm looking to do. So there's our current deck that we're running. We'll see how it goes. I can tell you that just by looking through the games against Crossbones, I've struggled a bit. So we'll see how it goes today. But that's the deck we're going to use today. So we're going to move us over to the actual game here. That's set up. And really quick, I'm going to introduce. I'm going to actually bring this up real quick. Sorry about that. We're also going to be playing campaign mode. So we're going to be playing mission to mission here. The first one in the campaign is Crossbones, the Absorbing Man, Taskmaster, Zola, and Red Skull. So that's going to be cool. I'm excited to actually get this going. I have not played through this set. I've played through some of the other stuff, but I have not actually played through these enemies. So this is going to be kind of a baptism by fire for me. So as far as campaign mode is concerned, you can earn rewards for defeating each enemy. Those cards go into your campaign log, and they are going to be with you the entire way through. You have to play the same hero that you started the campaign with, which mine will be Captain America. So I'll play Captain America all the way through scenario 1 to 5, and that's pretty much the gist of the campaign mode. You get to get some rewards, and it kind of holds a narrative. And we're going to start our game off with reading the comic narrative right now. All right, so we're at the Avengers Tower. It says, "Avengers, come in. This is Nick Fury to S.H.I.E.L.D." It goes, "Director Fury, what's wrong? Project Pegasus is under attack. An army of Hydra soldiers has laid siege to the facility. Crossbone is leading the assault, and we need you there now." This "Tell your men to hold the line, Fury. The Avengers are on the way." And into the Quinjet they go. They meaning me, and off we go to try to stop the attack on Project Pegasus. It says campaign instructions. It says Crossbones is attacking Project Pegasus in the facility at the Adriandak Mountains, and a small army of Hydra troops. The S.H.I.E.L.D. soldiers stationed there fight desperately to protect the facility, but they are being overwhelmed by Hydra's blitzkrieg assault. They need your help to stop Crossbones from capturing the experimental weapons being developed in the Pegasus labs. All right, so we're running just the standard right now. So we're going to run Villain Deck Crossbones 1 and 2. And then we are running the main scheme deck. Will have the Attack on Mount Athena, the Infinity Gem, and the Getaway, excuse me. And we are using the Crossbone set, the experimental weapons, Hydra Assault Weapon Master set, and a Legion of Hydra. So those are the standard ones we're using. Hydra Assault and Weapons Master set can be removed from the scenario or added to scenarios when using. Yeah, I'm using everything that was the scenario was designed to do. The experimental weapons deck is its own separate little deck that is off to the side, and it has a bunch of little stuff that you attach to the villain when you're fighting them. It says each player records their identity in the campaign log, and on the back cover of this rulebook, the campaign log on the back cover of the rulebook, players cannot switch identities through the campaign. Victory: each player chooses one of the tech upgrades from the Hydra campaign set and adds it to their deck. So I get one of these 4 tech upgrades if we end up winning the game. Record the name of each experimental attachment that entered the game in the campaign log. I'm sure that's going to end up being a pain in the ass for us at some point. So there is the quick rundown of our mission. Let's take a look at the artwork real quick. Really nice artwork that they gave us in the Rise of the Red Skull campaign book. All right, here we go. All right, now we'll go swap over to Octagon and let's take a look at the actual game we're going to play. All right, so we got Crossbones. He's a 1 scheme, 1 attack. He does have a special ability. It says when Crossbone has a weapon attachment, his attacks gain piercing, which piercing means that you discard any tough status cards from the target before dealing damage. So they just don't. Tough status cards do nothing. They don't do anything for you. He has 12 hit points on stage 1. We have the attack on Mount Athena. Just like we read earlier, those are the sets we're going to use. Let's create the experimental weapons deck and then reveal stage 1B. 1B says Crossbones is leading an army of Hydra soldiers in a direct assault on the Project Pegasus facility in the Adriatic Mountains. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. So let's go shuffle the experimental weapons deck, which is right here. We will shuffle it. And we will reveal it, and it gets attached to Crossbones. It is an energy shield attached to the villain. This villain gains Retaliate 1. That sucks. I can spend an energy and a science resource to make him discard that. All right. And our opening hand here has Captain America's shield, so we'll discard that right away. Actually, don't like a lot of this hand. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, well, we're definitely going to mulligan his shield because we'll get to go pick it right back up again. So that'll go. I don't really want to discard any of the rest of the stuff just because I need I'm going to end up, just based on what I have in my hand, I'm going to probably discard, well, let's find out what we get for mulliganing his shield. I will, oh, Nick Fury's nice here. I will probably end up discarding Nick Fury and First Hit to put the Super Soldier Serum into play. And I will probably use the Super Soldier Serum to put a shield in play. That's probably how I'm going to do that. I'll go grab his shield and put it back in my hand. And we are off to the races here. All right, so we're ready to actually play this game. All right, so it is, as all Marvel Champions games start, we end up with us being the first. The hero phase goes first, so we go first here. All right, so right out of the box, like I said, I'm going to probably discard Nick Fury and First Hit to put the Super Soldier Serum in play. And I will exhaust Super Soldier Serum to get myself the 1 resource to put his shield into play. I will flip from Steve Rogers to Cap, and I will do 2 damage to Crossbones, but he does 1 back to me, which that's going to be a pain in my ass the whole damn way. I could, or I went too far. What do I need to discard? An energy and a science? Okay, so I could pay for, I could go like this. I could go, I have to pay for Super Soldier Serum, so those 2. And then I can discard this and this to get rid of that, because I think that's terrible. I think that's how we're going to do it. And then I won't take any damage. So sorry about that. But retcon that because I think that's the more efficient way to do this. I don't like losing all my Desperate Defense cards because there's a good chance he can really boost himself up through the roof. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that is the end of my hero turn. We'll advance. He gets one threat, and he will get a boost card. I will defend that. So here we go. His attack is 1 + 1 for 2. So we will bounce that attack. I will retaliate and do a point of damage to him. So it gets discarded. For now, I think I'll just stay exhausted. And his encounter card is a Hydra Sidearm. Attach the villain. When the force interrupt, when the attached villain attacks, the attack gains range. So now he has ranged, and I can use a bend of science and a physical resource to get rid of that. So range totally cornholes my retaliate ability on my shield, so we don't like that at all. Okay. What I will do is before no, it's too late. I forgot. All right. Anyways, I meant to counter strike or counter punch him. New card in my deck. Forgot to use it. Go figure. Okay. Well, I like to keep strength in my hand here. I'll play Fearless Determination just because it gives me an extra card. He'll block. I'll discard Indomitable to play Indomitable. Actually, no, I'll discard Strength. I don't care about spending the extra resource on it. And that's going to be my turn. That's all I'm going to do this time. I'm going to keep my... I think I'll need the shield block. If I can keep on top of him, he's not going to get too overpowered. Could get rid of his... You know what? I will. I'll spend a physical and science resource to get rid of that. Since I'm not doing anything else, I may as well get rid of it. All right, so that's going to be the end of my turn. So we will advance to the next phase. All right, there we go. He gets another. He's a boost card. I will defend that attack. So he hits for 1 + 1 for 2, so it bounces again. And I'll still do another point of damage back to him. Keeping his weapons off of him so far so good. Seems to be working okay for me. I will use Indomitable to ready myself. His encounter card for his turn. Legions of Hydra. That's a pain in my ass. Okay, so Legions of Hydra says go find Madam Hydra, I believe. If Madam Hydra is not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Madam Hydra and put her into play, engage with you. Then shuffle the encounter deck and place 2 additional threat here for each Hydra enemy in play. There is a Hydra enemy in play because that is Crossbones, so he gets 2 more. Oops, wrong icon. 2. And we go find Madam Hydra, which is not at all what we wanted and or needed. I felt pretty good. All of a sudden, rapidly, I don't feel quite so good. Where is she? There she is, and she's a significant pain in the ass. Okay, so there's Madam Hydra. So she cannot take any damage while Legions of Hydra side scheme is in play. Awesome. And when she schemes or attacks, she places 2 threat on Legions of Hydra side scheme. So you gotta go after it. You got to. Otherwise, there's you got no shot. She's just gonna stay out there and she's gonna beat on you the whole time. And Legions of Hydra gives Crossbones an extra encounter card every turn. So yeah, you got to do something about it. Okay, and unfortunately, I don't have any of my thwarting cards on me. The second turn in a row, I also forgot to play Counterpunch. We're off to a great start today, guys. Okay, here we go. Well, defeating Crossbones is the actual way to win this game, so let's try to defeat him, I suppose. Okay. Well, we can defeat him outright right now by discard Shield Block, Indomitable, and exhaust a Serum to play Heroic Strike, which will stun him. Bang, and do 6. 6. And then I can exhaust Captain to do 2 more. And that will kill him. The stun marker still carries on, so because he's stunned or not, he still is it's still out there. But he does come back on board. We'll add that stun marker back onto him. It's version 2 says while Crossbones has a weapon attachment, his attacks gain piercing, and I got to go find his machine gun. So he comes on board with his big machine gun, which will just do some damage to me. Where is it? There it is. And he's going to get a card off the. He doesn't get a card off the special deck yet, so that'll take care of him. I'd have to discard these. The Madam Hydra is going to be a pain in the ass. I may not be able to do anything with her. All right, that's going to be the end of my turn. I can't do anything else. We'll see if that was a mistake or not. I'm fairly certain it might be, but we'll see. Okay, so off to ready, reset, draw my hand. All right, so when he attacks, here's his machine gun. It says he gets 2 ammo on it. When Crossbones attacks me, remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. So he is going to attack me. Because he is stunned, he can't do any damage to me, but his boost card still might do something. And I can retaliate against him. So I will exhaust to defend that. He gets nothing because it's just a regular boost icon, so my retaliate will do a point of damage to him. He will lose his stunned. Discard that. He will discard 1 because he attacked me. So he's going to randomly hit me for nothing. There's no damage boost on that, so it gets discarded. She's going to attack to put 2 more on here, which again, this is just eternal. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. I can't hurt her while that's out. She's like honestly the worst minion that could have hit the board here. Yeah, she's brutal. And then she'll attack and hit me for 2. Because I can't do any damage to her. Right? My Madam Hydra cannot take damage while Legion of Higher Sex units in play. I'm just going to eat it. I'm going to try to focus and just burn Crossbones down and see what happens. I will discard first. First, I'm also going to counter punch here, so I'll do 2 damage here. I did defend his attack. I'll remember to do that this time. I will discard first hit to stand myself up for I can do this all day. He's going to get 2 encounter cards. 1, 2, 1. Discard X cards from the top of the encounter deck, where X is the Crossbones attack, and take 1 direct damage for each boost icon discarded this way. So the same as his machine gun. So I take 1. And his attack is only 1, so I only take that 1. So these 2 are done. And his second encounter card is a Hydra Soldier. Cool. That makes it more of a pain in the ass. All right. Discard. And this is where I mean, the path I've taken here, I'm kind of committed to now, and I don't like it. Did not add 1 up here. Do that. All right, and that's going to pass to our turn. Mm-mm. Oh, that guy flipped to 3, so my mistake there. All right, so the next scheme says the Infinity Stone. Inside Project Pegasus facility, SHIELD agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from obtaining the Reality Stones stored within. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental deck. Here we go. So he also gains. I still would have bounced his attack, by the way, with my defense of 3. So what I did do is I couldn't retaliate because it became a ranged attack, so I will take that damage off of him. That was my mistake for forgetting to advance the scheme once he got to 3. So we fixed it. We're good. I don't feel good about our ability to win this game, so we're going to push ahead and see what happens. But I'm not feeling too good here. Okay, I'll exhaust the serum to put the electrostatic armor out. I will attack the Hydra Soldier for 2. And don't like anything else I can do here. And we're gonna move on. I think we're in trouble. Okay, so Steel Toss is a big help. He gets 1 up here. Okay, so he's still coming at me. He's gonna attack me for 2, 3, plus a boost card. So I will definitely defend that. He's hitting me for 2, 3. Boost card of give the villain a tough status card. Cool. That does not help me. Discard that. Alright, this guy attacks us for 2. I don't want to actually discard already. I'm just going to take his damage. I think we're dead in the water here, so. Alright, so 2 and 2, so I take 4 damage. He's going to put 2 more there, which makes it impossible for me to get rid of it. What it does do is I do damage back to both Crossbones, so his tough goes away, but he doesn't take any damage from me. And then I will give 1 damage to here, and I can't do any damage to her. Okay, so that is the end of their attacks. They get 2 encounter cards. The cornered staff, discard the top 1 card from the discard 1 card from the top of the encounter deck. Place 1 additional threat here for each boost icon on the cards discarded this way. Okay, and this gives a I have to deal with this before I deal with anything else. Cool. And we get a Hydro Flame Soldier. After Hydro Flame Soldier makes an undefended attack against you, discard a supporting control. So I have to defend his attack so he starts burning my shit down. Yeah, I think things are sufficiently foobarred, guys. And I need to go discard the card for the cornered staff. 2, so there's 5 on that, and I have to do that first. We're dead in the water, folks. We're going to have to restart this one. It's okay. I'm going to play it out, though, just because I want to see what happens. Okay. Do that. Sorry about that. All right, so those are their 2 encounter cards, so we will advance the phase. It is my turn. My turn is ugly as sin right now. You can kill both of those guys and do 4 damage to him. That's what we're going to do. We'll shield toss. Or actually, before I do that, I'll play Fearless Determination because I'm going to discard it anyway. Shield toss. 1, 2, 3. All right, so and I put the shield back into my hand. I'll do 4 here to the Hydra Soldier. That'll kill him. 4 here to the Flame Soldier. That'll kill him. And 4 to our boy up top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So they get discarded because they dead. And these get discarded because I use them all. Whoa, don't do it that way. I will use the Super Soldier Serum. Put my shield back out. I'll discard Steve's apartment to ready. And I will do ready for do this all day, and I will hit him for 2. 2. I'm hoping I can find a way to do 6 damage to him. Oh, and I forgot to do this one too, so I will do that right now because I forgot. As I said, I'm playing a brand new scenario, so I don't do no damage. So I'm missing some stuff. I do apologize. My second playthrough of this will probably be better. Hey, we may win this, and I still might play it again just because I don't like the clunkiness that we've kind of gone through here. But for now, we're plowing ahead. All right, we're going to advance. Counterpunch is good. True Grit is irrelevant. He gets another there. Okay. He gets a boost card. Also, okay. I'm definitely going to defend that. So he hits me for 2, 3, and it's ranged, so my retaliate won't do anything. 2, 3. If you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. So he's going to hit me twice. Cool, that actually may be enough to kill him. I think I may actually win this king, which is going to be bizarro, but I think we might win this thing. Okay, so he's going to hit me for 3. My defense is 2, 3, so it bounces. My retaliate does not hit, but my electrostatic armor does. So I will hit him for 1 back. And then he attacks me again. Before he does that, I will play my counterpunch, and I will hit him for 2 with counterpunch. And then I am going to discard True Grit to stand up, and because I can do this all day. And I will exhaust his next attack, which is for 3, which will bounce again. And I don't no retaliate, but I do get my electrostatic armor against him. So for 1 more. Madam Hydra hits me for 2. 2. And she'll just continue to pile on up there. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, and he gets 2 encounter cards for his turn. 2. Here we go. Crossbones armor. When Crossbones would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. If there's 5 or more damage here, discard Crossbones armor. So he just got tougher to beat. Basically just got 5 more hit points. And his next card is Concussion Grenade. When revealed as a hero, you are stunned. Deal 1 damage to your hero. 2 if I was already stunned. I am not already stunned, but I am now. So we are stunned. So yeah, again, just like every other LCG, man, the encounter deck, it's like playing against another player. It always has an answer. Always has an answer for it. For what you're trying to do. Always. All right, and that's going to be the end of his turn. So it is our turn. I do not have a ton I can do this turn, but we will put on an armored vest. And we'll use my energy to get some endurance. So I will increase my hit points to 14. I don't mean to ready my guy here. Unfortunately, I am done. I can't do anything else. I'm going to stay as Cap because if I flip, it's over with. He's going to plow through there. I have no way to stop it. I guess now might be the time to flip if I was going to. He would scheme for 2 plus a boost. He would scheme for 2. That would definitely advance the Infinity Stone. Oh, man. I got to get rid of my stunned. I'm just going to stay. We'll see what happens. All right, so what did we get here? Preemptive strike is good. Momentum shift is good. Regret's useless. Heroic strike is fantastic. Okay, so here we go. He adds one up here. Needs two more to get through it. I'm still aiming to defend his attack here. Hoping for one of my counter punches because that would have been able to get rid of the stun from me. So he's for 2, 3, 4 because his armor gives him a +1. So he's going to hit me for 4. Right now I'm bouncing that, but we'll see what we've got. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good thing I have a preemptive strike. I will use my helmet to preemptive strike that. That'll actually defeat him, which is hilarious. Yep, preemptive strike will actually defeat him because he's going to get hit with his 3 boost icons here. 1, 2, 3. So preemptive strike says when a boost card is turned face up while the villain attacks, cancel all boost cards on that card, then deal 1 damage to the villain for each boost icon canceled this way. So we canceled those 3, and he's going to take 3. So he would take. Actually, I won't defeat him because it goes on his armor. So 1, 2, 3. So he's not defeated, but he did. And then he'll take. He still has ranged, so he'll take 1 for my electrostatic armor. So he's not quite defeated yet. Madam Hydra will hit me for 2. 2. Adding yet another 2 to the Legion of Hydra. Whatever at this point. I will discard True Grit because I can do this all day. And then he gets 1, 2 encounter cards coming at us. First encounter card is a Hydra Flame Soldier. That's the guy who gets rid of our stuff if I don't defend it. And his other one is Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. Well, 2 damage would be bad. 1 threat on the main scheme. What's hilarious is because nobody has guard here. I'm going to be able to win the game next turn. So I'll go ahead and let him put 1 on the main scheme. That's going to be the end of their turn. So we will advance to my turn. And oddly enough, shit, I actually can't win this turn. Oops. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. So we'll exhaust the Super Soldier Serum. I will discard Heroic Strike. Do Momentum Shift. Momentum Shift lets me do 2 damage. And deal 2 damage to an enemy. Actually won't win quite yet. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I will heal 2. Actually, I won't do any of that shit. I'll get rid of my stun first. So I'll heal 2 instead. And then I will do 2 points of damage with my basic ability. 1, 2. And that will do that. They're going to do 2, 3, 4 damage to me. I think we're still okay. We'll advance. Already me. Momentum ship, electrostatic armor, shield toss. Hopefully I don't get hit too hard. We'll see. All right, so he's going to advance to the next scheme. Next scheme is Hydra seize the Infinity Stone and Crossbones orders their withdrawal. You must stop them before they escape. And flipping that, it's another card off the deck here. Boop. Oh, his armor is toasted, so that goes away. And he gets an exosuit, gives him a +1 scheme, +1 attack. So we basically just replaced it. And they're on the way. They've got the stone and they're running away. So if they complete that stage, they win. We'll see how that goes. All right, so he's going to get his encounter card. I'm still defending that attack. He's going to hit me for 2, 3, 4. With our shield and our armor, we are a defensive 4. So he hits me for 4, no boost, and that is going to end the game. He's gonna die. My retaliate will not do anything to him, but my electrostatic armor still does. Says after you defend against an attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. Zorto. So it bounced. He takes a point of damage and he's defeated. That's how that goes. Ultimately, I ran this game as a clunky mess. But we have succeeded in defeating the enemy. So, note to self, actually ignoring Legions of Hydra ended up being an okay tactic for us, which was hilarious. Excuse me. I'm going to replay this game just because I think that it was a clunky mess, and I'd like to actually try it again and make sure that I do my best to make sure I don't mess anything up or miss anything this time. Because I think I missed giving him another weapon at one point. So ultimately, I think I made a mistake there and forgot to do that. That is one of the tough things with the LCG games is there's a lot of moving parts. So we're going to reset this game here. I am going to claim the victory, so I will be able to move on to fight the Absorbing Man next in our next full game session. And I'll pick one of the before I'm done today. I'll pick one of the rewards for defeating him. All right, so we're going to load Crossbones back up here. And we'll load Cap back up here. All right, so here we go. All right, starting fresh here. Well, he has a weapon. His attacks are piercing. We flip. Flipping says he gets a experimental weapon. We'll shuffle up the deck here. And his experimental weapon is energy shield, so he has retaliate against me. That's balls. We don't like that. He only needs 3 to win the attack on Mount Athena, so that's great. All right, so our opening hand again, we get the cap shield in our hand. We don't like that. Got the vest is pretty necessary. Having 2 of my big discards is not helpful at all. And hoarding them in your hand just man. All right, well, we're gonna mulligan and dump the shield because that comes back to my hand anyway. I can mulligan True Grit, hoping to find something I can actually use. All right, so those 2. And we get Nick and shield block. Okay, well, that's something. And then setup says I get to go get my shield back. So there we go. All right, we're on to the first hero's phase. So he's going to attack a scheme of 1, and he has retaliate. I need a energy and science to get rid of that. Energy and science. I have 1 energy, and that is the shield toss. And science, I got a good amount of. Or a wild card, which is cap shield. I will not be discarding his shield, though, for that. See, I hate that I mean, I love the strength and genius cards. I love those, but like in this scenario, I'm like, well, we're kind of stuck wasting it. I mean, what I am going to do is I'm going to throw Nick Fury out there. Because Nick's going to come out there and he's going to... What's funny is I think I am going to discard a shield toss and a shield block. Get rid of his electrostat or his energy shield. So goodbye. Those go away. And I'm going to spend these 2. Put Nick Fury on the board. And Nick's going to show up and do 4 damage. 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to exhaust and do 2 more damage. So he's going to do 6 total. And I am going to discard my armor vest to play my shield. I don't like to do that. And then I will flip. And I am going to do 2 more damage. So boom, right out of the box, we dumped 8 damage onto him. And got rid of his weapon, which is good. So far, so good. That's going to be the end of my first turn here. Any damage he wants to throw my way, I will... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Take on that. Where did my scheme? Get the wrong advance thing there. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, so we're done with my turn. I will advance to the next phase. Alright, he gets 1 up there on the escape, or the attack on Mount Athena. He does get a boost card, so he's got a 1. Don't see why I shouldn't defend it, though, just because I would do a point of damage to him. If this card resolves during an undefended attack, discard a support you control. It does not. So he hits me for 1. I bounce that, and he takes 1 from my retaliate. Discard that. Then he's going to get a encounter card for his turn. His encounter card is a combat knife. Attached to the villain. Attached to the villain's attack gains piercing, which he already has anyway. And he gets +1 attack, so it gives him +1 attack. Alright. And Nick Fury's going to go by. He goes away at the end of the phase. And this is moves into our turn. Alright. Cap's still taking a nap. The Fearless Determination to let me draw a card. Alright. Do we have to knock him out? I think we just Rook Strike. 1. It won't stun him, so that's fine. 2. 3. Alright, so a Heroic Strike will do 6 to him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will defeat his first stage. That will put his new stage out. And we go get his machine gun. We look at all of our cards. Where is his big old gun? Big gun! Da, 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 da. There it is. Bam. Shuffle. Discard all of those. Those are all the cards I just played. Keep my shield block in hand because when he goes to his stage 2, he gets a little beefier. And that is the end of my turn. We will advance. He puts another threat. He has attack 2, 3. My defense is 3. I have a preemptive strike and a first hit in hand and the electrostatic armor. Fantastic. Excuse me. Alright, so he's going to attack. I will defend this for sure. He attacks, man, no boost. Unlucky on his part. So he hits for 2, 3. My defense is 2, 3. And I retaliate for 1. And then when he attacks, he does his machine gun. Will throw random bullets at me for 1. And he hits me for 1. Take a damage. Damn. Gets discarded. And then he gets an encounter card. Oops. Flip that. Alright, and his encounter card for this turn is... Oh, no. That's not good. Every time, man. Alright, so Shadows of the Past means I go find my nemesis. And put him engaged with me. There his ass is. And here is the 3 cards that get shuffled in the encounter deck. And there is the hit squad. And I'll read Hit Squad here in a minute, and I will read Baron Zemo because he's going to hit me. I will get a chance to react to him before he hits me. Drag these into the encounter deck and shuffle them up. These guys are just more of what they already have in here because he's already running like Legions of Hydra and stuff. So they're just more of what they already have. This will get discarded. All right, so we got Baron Zemo here. So he hits the board. He's got quick strike, so he's going to attack me right away. And it says, while he's engaged with me, I can't thwart. That sucks. He also has the Hit Squad side scheme. It says Baron Zemo leads a Hydra task force into the city to hunt down the Avengers. This is when revealed in player order. Each player discards the top card of the encounter deck and takes 1 damage for each boost icon discarded this way. So here we go. We will discard the top card of the encounter deck. Bam! I will take a point of damage there. Ugh. That will get discarded. It also provides an acceleration token, so I don't think there's anything I can do about that because it's going to trigger next turn anyway. The good part is I don't have a whole lot going on in my hand. Okay, so he's going to attack me. When he hits, he has quick strike. I will discard Desperate Defense. Play first hit, so I will hit him for 2. Donk donk. Hit him for 2. And then I will discard Preemptive Strike to get up because I can do this all day. And I will defend his attack, which will bounce. And then I will do point of damage with my Retaliate. Or do because he'll hit me for 3. You know what? I won't. I'll just stand. I'll stay standing and let him just do the damage. So 1, 2, 3, and then I will don't exhaust him yet. All right, so we'll advance to my turn. I will thwart for 2 here to try to get rid of that. Actually, yeah, I'll thwart for 2 to get rid of that. I will discard my shield block to throw my electrostatic armor out. That is going to be the end of a very fast turn for me. Advance. Oh, that is that's a hand to shield toss with because that's not a great hand. All right, so he's going to get 2 wrong icon or wrong token. 1, 2. So he will advance the attack on Mount Athena. So we will move on to the next scheme. Next scheme. Does the Infinity Stone inside the Project Pegasus facility shield agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from obtaining the Reality Stone stored within? Flip that. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental deck and attach it to the villain. Here we go. Top card coming at him. Bang. All right, it is the Power Gauntlets. After the attached villain attacks and damages you, discard 1 card from your hand. I can spend a science and physical resource to make that go away. Okay. So here we go. He is going to get +1 boost card. He's going to hit for 2, 3. Neither one of these do anything. This will hit me once I resolve his attack. I will exhaust to defend. So he hits me for 2, 3, plus a boost card. And the boost card says, oh, shit. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I defend for 3, so I take 3. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. 2, 3, okay. I did defend it, though, so he will take 2 damage. 2. That is a absolutely huge hit, and then he will make me randomly discard a card. Through grid, that sucks. I will have to discard a card to ready, or I can do this all day, because if I don't, I die to Baron Zemo's attack. So I will defend Baron Zemo's attack, which will bounce, and he will take 2 points of damage. Ouch! That was a tough round there. All right, and his encounter card for this turn is Raid the Armory. In Site 1, when this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So, bam. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded and reveal that card. All right. So he's going to go find he's going to gear up. Here we go. Nope. No. Oop. Good thing that these are discarded. Wow. Are any left in the deck? Wow. There may not be. Nope. There weren't any. It's funny. I don't think I've ever had that happen. All right. Well, you have to resolve the card, so we keep going. Discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded. Yep. All right, so here we go. Keep going. Looking for a weapon attachment. I don't even know if he has any in there. Might. We'll have to do that too. Have it do those two since that was the top card last time too. So 2 damage to me. Yeah, I'm hurting. I'll fill that back. Keep looking for a weapon. At some point in time, one of them will come up. I don't know if he's got many. I think he's got his gun. I think that's about the only thing that's in there now. Yep. All right, so he gets his gun back. Okay. These all get discarded. In there. Okay. All right, so that's going to be the end of his turn because that was his encounter card. We'll advance to my turn. My turn's a hot mess. Hurting. I'm hurting bad. We're going to shield toss. So I'll put that back in my hand. I will discard both momentum shifts. And I will do 4 to Baron. So Baron goes bye-bye. I thwarted while Baron was out. That was a mistake on my part. Add those back. And I will do 4 here. 2, 3. As I said, there's so many moving pieces, so I'm going to make mistakes and goofball it up. And with that, I am going to flip. Because Misa going to die if I don't. And that is all I can do. We will advance. He will scheme for 2. Gets 2 just inherently. Oh man, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets through. All right, so that gets on to the end scheme here. Good to see his armor go away, but man, they're on the highway to winning this game right now. And his encounter card for this turn My heroic strike right there is big. Big. Huge, even. Quick strike does nothing. Okay, so he's there. I still think I can win this game, guys. Okay, so I have 8 damage in my hand. He has no way to prevent me from doing anything. So I do think I can still win this game, which is funny. We will advance to my turn. Hero phase. Strike. 3. First hit. I'll do it. Okay. I will. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. As crazy as it sounds, I'll actually discard Cap's shield to finish him off, I think. He doesn't have anything up there. Doesn't have anything up there that would prevent me from doing direct damage to him. So even in my crippled state of 10 out of 11 damage, I think I can win the game right now. A little heroic strike, discarding an indomitable, both indomitables, and a preemptive strike to hit him for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will not stun him because I did not use a physical resource for that because I'm busted up and hurt. But then I will discard Cap's shield here to first hit, which is a heroic action. Deal 2 damage to the villain. 1, 2. That's it. Again, close. Super close. Felt like I ran this one much cleaner than the previous one. I still goofed up a little bit, but much better. So we win that. That's a victory for us. All right, let's go back and see. Let's take a look at our experimental cards that we get, or our tech cards. So we win. We are victorious. We'll take a look at our let's see here. All right, we have Adrenal Sims. We have Tactical Scanner. We have Emergency Teleporter. And our final one to choose from is a Laser Cannon. All right, so here is the 4 things we get, 4 rewards we get to choose from here. All right, so we've got the Adrenal Stems. Hero action, discard this card and remove it from the campaign log. Ready your hero and heal 5 damage from them. Nice. Laser Cannon. Discard this card and remove it from the campaign log to deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. Emergency Teleporter. Discard this card and remove it from the campaign log to search your deck and discard power for an ally. Put it into play and give it a tough status card. Or a Tactical Scanner. Discard this card and remove it from the campaign log to draw 5 cards. Man, Man, it's either adrenal stims or tactical scanner. Draw 5 cards is huge. I don't know, chat. What do we think? Draw 5 cards or heal 5 and ready. You get action advantage and heal, and it could allow me to stay here. I don't really. I don't have enough allies to matter. 5 damage to villain, and each enemy engaged with you. That one's a nice one too. And the laser cannon actually sounds pretty good too, especially since my deck tends to struggle some with dealing damage, like outright dealing straight damage. I struggle a little bit. I just really struggle with thwarting. That's why I like in the previous game against Crossbones here with Lady or Madam Hydra out. I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna have to eat it and just try to win the game a different way. Oh crap. You know what? I'm taking the laser cannon. Screw it. We're taking it. We will throw the laser cannon into our deck. Discard the rest. And let's read our comic book resolution here. So let me drag that up. All right. As the dust settles at Project Pegasus, Captain Marvel comes in. Give up, Crossbones. Game's over. You fools! I never wanted the tech. I just needed to give Madam Hydra time to make off with the stone. Ooh, and she's out on a motorcycle. And now I'm here to cover her escape. I assume that is the Absorbing Man. And there he is, the Absorbing Man. So in our next encounter, we will go against the Absorbing Man. Let's pull him up and take a look at him real quick. So we'll reset this. Let's take a look at him. I'm not going to play against him right now, but we're going to load him up and take a look at him. All right, so we get the Absorbing Man here. Let's take a look at him. All right. So here he is. Absorbing Man. He's a 1 scheme to attack. He gains the trait of each environment in play. All right. This discards card from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded. Put that card into play and shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. All right, let's take a look at his cards here and see what we got. Shuffle that up. Well, an environment is in play. All right. All right, a rocky outcrop is an environment. So he has stone. This after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him. 2 damage instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. All right, force the none shall pass. First response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here. Force interrupt when an environment enters play. Discard each other environment in play. Okay, so his environment cards just give him special abilities, and he can be different every time. That's kind of cool. Definitely, yeah, definitely a lot of moving parts to him, but that's kind of a cool way to design a villain, especially when you're talking about like superhero villains and stuff. Those are cool. All right, we'll check him out in our next Marvel Champions playthrough, which will be next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I will be back here tomorrow afternoon with our fifth mission in our Arkham Horror Dunwich Legacy campaign. So be ready for that. I'll put some notifications out on social media so you guys know that that's coming, and keep an eye out for your notifications when we're live on Twitch. I will post a VOD for this one up on my YouTube channel over at Broncos Gaming World. And I'm still aiming to play some Overwatch 2 at some point this week on stream. It'll probably be a late night stream sometime after probably after 10 o'clock Eastern. I'd love to see anybody who wants to jump on in and just hang out and talk, chat, whatever. Watch me play like a dingus on Overwatch 2. That'd be cool. Check out all of my social media stuff. All of them are going to be under Broncos Gaming World, especially my YouTube channel. Check out the Lord of the Rings stream. We're rocking and rolling on that one. We're heading into the Mines of Moria next week. We just took the ring south yesterday, and that quest went really well. It was fun. Check out Fantasy Flight Games for Marvel Champions. If you guys like the gameplay you saw here, you can go buy that game from them and all the expansions. The game's fantastic. I really enjoy it. Same thing with Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings LCG, also Fantasy Flight, as well as Arkham Horror Fantasy Flight Games. I'm telling you, those guys, they make some good shit. Until tomorrow afternoon, or maybe later tonight, I will talk